Now here's for some good news this week, world record breaking news. On Wednesday, 8:45 in the morning, here in Paris, this is what happened. This is French athlete Anouk Garnier, or Garnier, the warrior they call her, scaling up to the second floor of the Eiffel Tower on a free hanging rope. The 34-year-old scaled 110 metres, 361 feet, approximately in just 18 minutes. And she's now beaten both the world record, previously held by South African athlete Thomas Van Tonder, who climbed 90 metres between the Soweto Towers in Johannesburg 4 years ago, and the women's record, 85 metres, held by Ida Matilde, who climbed the Copenhagen Opera House 2 years ago. Here's how it was covered around the world this week. And if we take a look, Elle magazine asking, who is Anouk Garnier? Anouk's with us. Anouk, who is Anouk Garnier? Well done.
Who is Anouk Garnier? Well, Anouk Garnier is crazy, I guess. And when I see this is amazing. I've never seen everything in the world like this. So yeah, I think I am a bit crazy. I'm an athlete and I'm a coach as well, a trainer. And I also give motivational speaking speeches in companies.
Talk us through from the root to the fruit of the day itself. Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
You know, what does a world record breaker get up with? Is it a coffee in the morning? How you start your day and how you're feeling?
Actually, I was excited. I was really excited because I've been waiting for this for more than a year. So it was like, is this really today? You know, the impression this was just a regular training, but it was for real. And yeah, you just try to do same thing as usual, you know, stay in the same routine, focus, and I read a lot. So I was reading motivational books and everything, then having my coffee, having my breakfast.
Which is?
Well, I have some beef, but no, I mean dried beef, and with some cheese and some porridge. And
there's heavy protein, carbs to get you up there.
Exactly, because you need so much energy to get up there.
And then obviously you train for this.
Yeah.
You hadn't practiced. You hadn't had a practice run. You couldn't. The wind conditions. Is that right?
Actually, we had a practice, but not the total.
Not the whole thing.
No. We did a practice 2 weeks before during the night, so it was a bit different. But we just wanted to test the technical part, you know.
Now we can see you in footage here. You're not just somebody off the streets who've just come from an office. You are also the world obstacle race champion two times.
In my age group. Yeah, in my age group.
On the morning itself, we just saw footage of you starting.
Yeah.
Just talk us through what's in your mind, because you've practiced it, but suddenly you're setting off and then you're in the air and you've got a beautiful vista. Are you just focused? Are you thinking, what a great view? Are you in pain?
Everything in the same time, actually. I was trying to enjoy the moment because I was like, wow, this is for real. It was like a dream coming true, you know? So I was trying to enjoy this moment, seeing my family, my friends here. And I was trying to focus as well, trying to visualize what I was doing, having entering in the flow, entering the zone, as we say as athletes, having this intense focus on what I was doing. And when I was, I took some breaks on the rope, regular breaks, and I was trying to look at the view, and I was like, wow. And it's such a great opportunity.
Look at you there. This is incredible.
Yeah, exactly. Those breaks are, yeah. And
are you looking at the view at this point?
Yeah, I don't remember. I think when I was there, between the both stages, I was trying to watch everything. It was wow, this is amazing. And the sun was rising, it was crazy. Yeah.
I think the other thing a lot of people will wonder, because there's two things going on. Whenever you pass the Eiffel Tower now, the most famous monuments in the world, a part of you is with the Eiffel Tower.
Exactly.
You can say, I've scaled that. I mean, the world is different to you today.
Yeah, it is. Actually, I walked, in front of the Eiffel Tower today, this morning, and I was like, did I really do this? This is crazy, And yeah, and I'm so proud because I am in the legend of the tower now. And I'm the first woman to really break a record on the Eiffel Tower. So it's such an honor, I made history, and this is crazy.
You talk about being a legend of the tower.
Yeah.
A lot of people wonder, how on earth did you get permission? You must have had to convince the authorities you were good. You could do it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't fall off.
Actually, I convinced them that also because it was the year of the Olympics, I guess. So they wanted to promote sports and health and everything. And also, I don't know, I'd never had a doubt that I could do it for real. It was just complicated for, to organize everything, to coordinate everything, because I did it by myself. I started with this dream and I was like, okay, so what do I do now with this dream? And trying to find a plan, trying to find the right person to talk to convince was not easy. But, well, I did it. And I was so determined. I had so much confidence that I think that it helped,
I asked that partly because, have you heard of the legend of the flying tailor? Back in the early 1900s.
No.
You talk about the legend of the tower. This is a man, Franco-German, who begged for permission, saying he had a flying suit that could go from the second stage of the tower and could fly. And it didn't turn out well for him.
Oh, yeah, I heard about this story.
He died.
Yeah, he died, yeah.
So you have to prove your work.
Yeah,
And,
right.
This is the first time it's been done. I mean, you had 1 year training for this.
Yeah.
You've broken all of the world men's and women's records.
Yeah.
When you talk to it like it's just, everyday stuff, this is phenomenal.
Yeah, you're right. This is monumental. This is why I call the
Have
event
the two that you've
monumental.
beaten got in touch?
Actually, Ida, because I know her
In
from the
Copenhagen.
obstacle racing. So she said, wow. She said, respect, And I didn't get a touch from Thomas yet, but I think, it's going to come. But yeah, it's great.
And you're still waiting for official confirmation from the Guinness Book of Records?
Yeah, we are going to, apply for a record like post-event and send a video and everything. And we're going to wait for it. But actually, I checked like so many times in the world record that's never been done before. So.
Well, you've got documented proof.
Yeah.
I'm also thinking of, the case recently where the
Oh, yeah, I
Frenchman
heard about that.
building an Eiffel Tower out of matchsticks.
Exactly.
8,000, was it 800,000, 8 years? Yeah. And they said he used the wrong type of tip of the match. And then they got back 2 weeks later to say, no, you have broke the record. So we're crossing our fingers for that. And also just give us a sense of what's coming up off the back of this. You're not actually now going to be part of the Olympics, part of the torch-bearing ceremony.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, I'm going to hold the torch from Marseille, on the first step, on the first stage of it. And then I'm also ambassador for the volunteers. So this is really inspiring for them. I have to, inspire them in the values of sports and everything. So this is a great way to inspire them even better.
And can I just ask, for what motivated you? I'm right to say that it was within your family and raising money for cancer.
Yeah, exactly. Because my mom has breast cancer. And so I wanted to, when your family member has a cancer, you feel so like useless, you cannot do anything. So I was like, okay, I want to do this, but I want to do it for a good cause. So I was like, I'm going to do it for my mom, and to raise funds for cancer because I think it's important.
And what she said, I assume she was there.
Yeah, she was there. She was so proud. But, I was always crazy when I was young and I was a gymnast and everything. So she's used to see crazy stuff from me. So she's like, yeah, she's going to do it, like it's normal. But she was so proud.
I seen a quote from you saying, you don't compete against anybody else in that moment there.
Exactly.
You are the best you can be. You're competing with yourself. And therefore, whatever you're thinking on there, however much it's hurting, you're going to do it.
Yeah. It was this. I was telling myself, my mom is hurting. It's hard to fight against cancer. So I couldn't, let go because I was fighting against myself. So you just have to work on that mental stuff and don't listen to your brain because it's going to tell you to stop. But yeah, it was so painful. And all the preparation were really painful, like burning your hands, burning your everything, every part of your body is aching. But you're like, it's me against me. There's no one else. So I'm going to go over it and I'm going to do it, whatever. And actually, it was the best opportunity. It was such an experience,
Yeah, and it's going to be a feat if anybody can top that. You've gone from the Soweto Towers for one African record, then to the Copenhagen Opera House, now to the Eiffel Tower, unless you go for the Burj Khalifa in the Middle East or Saudi.
This is a bit tall, right?
Well, yours is more than a bit tall, 110 metres. There is a tower in England called the Blackpool Tower, a mini version. You have basically scaled the size of the whole of the Blackpool Tower.
Wow.
It's one to look at.
That's great.
And as you say, it's a massive thing for you. Anybody now watching the Eiffel Tower in future, I drove in this morning. That's the first thing I thought. Was you dangling from it and making
That's great.
So,
I like
massive
that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Anouk Garnier, the warrior, she's nicknamed.